Welcome. I'm Meredith. This is the Oasis Spiritual Empowerment Tarot, all about tarot, oracle, and empowering you. And today, I have another Kickstarter unboxing, and this is a big one. The box is pretty big, and I'll give you a hint as to what's coming. So I'm gonna open it off to the side, because it's really big, and also, packing label. But, so excited. This has been sitting here waiting to be opened for a little while now. But I wanted to make sure I had the time to devote to it. Really sweet, thank you. Mystical goods at the edge of the universe. I love that. Oh, wow. Look how pretty that is. Enoki. Alright. So, we have a pendulum. And so big. Oh my goodness. We have this beautiful box set. So this, of course, is the Green Glyphs set. It's got tarot, oracle, runes, and I think Lenormand as well. It's been a while since I backed it, but I'm pretty sure that's what we've got. And of course, this is all created by R Eads, who, if you've never done one of his Kickstarters, you're kind of missing out because they're incredible. It always feels kind of like Christmas. And I am absolutely here for it. So, let me get this plastic off, and we can take a look. And this does include a very substantial, like a guidebook. So, and this is how cute is this box? Like everything. Oops. Sorry. Dropping stuff. Everything this man does is just impeccable. Can I tell you, like, the quality, the attention to detail? I'm always so impressed by everything. Look how pretty. Just the box is beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look at this first, because this is quicker. Oh. May the pendulum sway toward the desired way to keep your worries at bay. Talks about how to use a pendulum. And the engraved pillars of glyphs are symbolic of the following forces at work. If the pendulum is being led by a certain side, look deeper. So we have community, luck, inner guidance, and challenges. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Wow. Look at this. I mean, this is really beautiful. Oh wow. Love this. Really, really love this. Again, everything, just impeccable quality. Okay. So let's take, I'm going to take these out of the beautiful box, but I do want you to see. Oh wow, you gotta take a look at this because it's beautiful. Oh. Look at that. So that's a stand. Can you see how pretty? I mean, again, so much attention to detail. Really, really impeccable with everything. Okay. So now, yeah, so we have Green Glyphs Tarot, Oracle, Lenormand, and Runes, and we have this super fabulous book. Now, of course, I haven't read it yet, but again, I have no doubt that it's going to be super fabulous because it's James R Eads, and it's just the reality. I never cease to be impressed by his work, his attention to detail, the quality of everything he does. So, look how pretty. Oh, I mean, look at this. Oh, and it feels so nice. It's a sort of, oh, look how pretty. Like a smooth, leathery kind of feel. So let's very quickly take a look in here just to see what we get. So this is the Green Glyphs Glossary, a guide to reading tarot, Lenormand, runes, and oracle decks. So this is everything. So we have a preface, and then the first section is about tarot. We have an introduction, reading, gets right into the majors and the minors, and then some further exploration. So it looks like we have, roughly about 100 plus pages just for the tarot. Then we have Lenormand, introduction, understanding, reading, grand tableau, Lenormand meanings, the game of hope, and further exploration. And again, we have close to 100 pages for that. Then for the runes, introduction to runes, reading them, meanings, phrase Ayat, Hegel's Ayat, Tears Ayat, and I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. Anglo-Saxon runes. So we have almost 60 pages. And then Oracle, introduction to the Oracle, reading the Oracle, Oracle meanings. So we have about 20 pages. And then altogether, creating your hybrid deck. That looks interesting. I mean, it all looks interesting. You know what I'm saying. So, let's just take a super quick look. The font is a little small, but it's absolutely readable. My eyesight's not great. It's not as strained. I think the spacing helps it a lot, for me anyway. And you have different spreads and things in here. Talks about the week at a glance. We have a beautiful bookmark. Alright, so we'll go through all of the decks. Oh, there's a bibliography. That's always fabulous. And then we'll pull one card from each and use the book, kind of get an idea of what it presents. I mean, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So, let's start with tarot. And this also comes with a guidebook. So maybe we'll compare the guidebooks for each. Now I'm going to tell you, this is probably going to be a longer video just because there's so many decks. I guess I could, do separate videos for all of them, but I feel like, they came as one package. So, you know, I feel like I should do them all. But you know what I will do, if I remember, is I'll put timestamps in the description. So if you just are interested in tarot, if you're just interested in Lenormand, you can jump right to those sections. But at the very end, I will be combining all the decks so you can see how they might look together. So, the world is infinite and yet incredibly small. It contains everything we know and all we have yet to know. May these cards reveal the universe unfolding all around you. And may these cards teach you all that must be unlearned in order to move through time with an open heart and a ready mind. Beautiful. So, I was honestly expecting this to be more of like a little white book. And even this, I mean, really, really, really lovely. So yeah, so even if you didn't get that big, beautiful book, you have a lot. Oh, I love the size of these. Look how pretty. Okay. Let's take a look. So I think this is like a bridge size. Super. Look at these bags. And the gilding is gorgeous. So let's do a quick size. So significantly shorter than standard tarot. A little more narrow. I think it's roughly bridge size. Maybe it's exactly bridge size. But at least roughly. So they fit nicely in my hand. So let's just go through. I love, we have, we have the number, we have the title, and we have the little symbol. It's fabulous. The cardstock feels really nice. It's fairly thick, but not crazy thick. Well, you could see it's somewhat, it's pretty chunky. Love the High Priestess. Oh wow, that's a fabulous Empress. Now I'll tell you, the thing is, with James R Eads, pretty much anything he does, I'm gonna back. So I didn't look too closely at this because I wanted, oh wow, to really experience it in person. Love these. So I remember the color scheme and things like that. I don't remember any specific cards. Yeah, I'm sure I saw something, but I should bring you in a little bit. And like the Lover's card, I mean, it could be anything. Could be a man and a woman, could be two women, could be two men. So it's really not, I mean, this is very, very open, with all of the characters. I mean, they could be anything. That is fabulous. I love this for the Chariot. I think that, we don't see the two different colors and the two different, but I mean, the incredible amount of concentration and balance that's required for a unicycle. I think this is super perfect. I love it. Love it. I love this too. And this reminds me, I just told this story in a previous video, so I don't know. I don't necessarily want to bore you, but it reminds me of the story of the elephant, the baby elephant that, starts off chained, and as he grows, he's able to break the chain, but he doesn't think to try anymore. basically. That's what it reminds me of. Beautiful, beautiful hermit. And I like the bridge too. I think that's really significant. The way it's, it's a little more, I guess, insubstantial compared to everything else in here. And like, to me, that kind of points in that, that internal world kind of thing. And bridging. Beautiful. Oh. Really fabulous for the wheel. This is such a different art style from his other decks, but I love it. I love the, obviously, I love the other stuff too, but this just is such a departure, but in a fabulous way. Oh wow. I like that it's empty except for this. I think that's really, I think it's a powerful statement, Love that. And again, I like there's nothing else here. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a tower. Holy cow. And the roots, I mean, how perfect. Wow. That's pretty. Oh, wow. Love that sun. Wow. Definitely speaks more to that cosmic sort of can't even talk. Not even like it definitely feels like that for me. It feels like moksha, right? That cycle of birth, life, death, rebirth. And it's like it's reaching for you to move on. It's almost like for the old Doctor Who beginning. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Beautiful ace. I love that we have... Oh, is this one of the... Yeah, he does. I guess he didn't do it with everything, but... Right. So he's creating this path. Love that. So then... The 5, there's that disruption, right? So it's like, so here we're moving up that path. And here it's like, oh, we're at the 4s, a little more stable. You can chill out a little bit, but then bam. No, you can't. I just want to see if the... Okay, so should I play in more? Let's do that. I love this, by the way. Just saying. Alright. Alright, so it looks like only some connect so directly. Oh, I love this knight. How wonderful. Oh, and the queen. I really like this art style. It's so cute. And can I tell you, when I first glanced at it, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. Just, because everybody's got different things. But it's really, really lovely. Really interesting. So you can see the beginning of the 5, right? So if you look at the little elephant there, and then I feel like this is like a close-up, like a little bit later. I love these elephants. So cute. I love, we have the water running over, right? Because it's 10. So we have that excess. Oh my goodness. Look how cute that page is. And the knight. Now there's no mount, but it's funny because he's in a position. It looks like he's about to be mounted. Or he's about to kind of run. You know how I almost kind of scoot back like that when they're going to take off. Oh, wow. Look at that guy. This is interesting. Normally we see a posture like this with the 10s, but I feel like the focus is really on this guy, right? What he's experiencing because of this, more than this, right? I mean, that's just how I see it anyway. Yeah. Oh, so we have really, really interesting. interesting progression. Now we have the moon guy back. And of course I'm using guy in a very generic way, because, you know, they could be anything. It is so funny how you could just feel the emotion from this thing with the head of a moon and no real face. But just the posture is just fabulous. I mean, it just speaks volumes, right? That's interesting. For the page. Huh. Okay, so now we have stones. Instead of pentacles, I think, right? Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be, because we did everybody else anyway, right? I think. Swords, cups, wands, yeah. Okay, so we have stones instead of pentacles, which makes perfect sense. Really beautiful. This is really interesting. All these cracks and splits for the 5. Beautiful. It's so interesting that he went with so much water, right? Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, in a way, water is part of the earth. But I don't think I've seen another deck that really treated the earth suit like this, right? I really like it. I love the sky. Love that. Oh my goodness. What a fabulous, fabulous deck. Alright, now let's see how I do riffle shuffling. Usually decks that are shorter like this can be problematic for me personally. I mean, it riffle shuffles really nicely, but it's me. It's the lack of leverage for me. So for me, I think I'll probably stick to overhand, which is better for the deck anyway. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at the Emperor. Okay, so we're going to take a look in the smaller book, and then we'll look in here and see if there are any differences. That way you can get an idea. So if you didn't back this deck, if you're interested in it, and you want to decide if you need the big book or not, hopefully this will help you. Alright, so they are in order. You have the majors anyway. And then when it comes to the minors, I mean, they're in order too, right? By the suits. Okay. Alright, so for this, and can I tell you, these pages just feel nice. Like, this is a nice quality of paper. I mean, it really, I can't express enough the quality. Alright. So, we have one page, but it's a little sparse in terms of what's, but I mean, that's okay. So, and of course, it's got a symbol. The emperor sits on his stone throne, scepter in one hand and crystal ball in the other. As he glares into the ball, he sees the world just as he imagined it, orderly and in his control. He organizes water into tiny, round pools and expects the rest of the world to follow suit. So then we have keywords: authority, orderly, in control, masculinity. And then reversed: stubborn, misuse of power, impatient, immovable. Okay, so now let's take a look at the big book and see if there's a difference. So, and it looks like it's probably the same, but just in case. Yeah, and it is actually exactly the same. Right, so in terms of the cards themselves, it's the same. The descriptions. But you don't get... Well, let me double check before I say this. Oh, you might, actually. Let's see how this begins. Right, so we don't have this note. So it starts here, that welcome to tarot. So that is the same. And we also have this how to begin section. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like we have everything that this book gives us. And this book gives us quite a bit. Right? There's just... Oh, look, we even have a bibliography in here. I love that. And now you know a quarter of the story. Okay. So far, it looks like just that preface is the note, is additional. But we'll take a look at the Lenormand in a sec. But you know what? Let me put out some of these cards just so you can see this deck on its own. So if you're interested in maybe just a tarot deck, get an idea for how it might look in a reading. And we can fit. Can we fit two? Yeah, look at that. So that's the other nice thing about the size is, it's fabulous for bigger spreads. Especially if you're short on space, or if you're filming or something like that. So we've got 8 going. I don't know why I'm crooked. I really like this. And oh, look how those fit together too. Wow. Oh, I love this. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the art style, but again, James R Eads, I was like, it's going to be fantastic, so I have to have it. And it is fantastic, and I gotta tell you, I am loving this art style. And probably, honestly, if another creator had presented this deck, I don't know that I would have really looked at it. Which is a lesson for me, right? Because I really like it. Oh man, okay. I cannot wait to use this. But let's get on to the next deck. Because we have a lot. Okay, and again, I will put timestamps at the bottom. So now, let's take a look at the Oracle. So this is 50 cards and an 80-page guidebook. So that's a very, very nice size for an Oracle. 50 cards. And of course, once again, we have this gorgeous, gorgeous box. A door presents itself in a dream. It's a simple door, made of wood with a brass knob. It's nothing remarkable. But where it leads is all that matters. Once the door is open, it can never be closed again. May this oracle reaffirm your choices so you can cast fear aside for what lies on the other side. So, and I got just really lovely quality. Okay, so again, I should probably just to give you. So these backs are basically the same. And the same size, so the color's a little different, but I mean it's so slight. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's. I feel like it is, right? What do you think? I feel like this is a little more green. This is a little more olive, but that just could be me. And so again, we have, this nice guidebook, and I'm guessing that this is going to be everything that's in the big book too, but we'll take a look after we go through the cards. So I'm going to try to go through a little faster because I feel like we're taking a lot of time, but look how pretty. Love this. I love the little symbol. And now, we don't have actual keywords, right? We have titles basically saying what these things are, right? Like candles. But I think, I love the cat. Look at the eyes. Can you see the eyes sparkle? I don't know if it's coming across for you. For me, they're very sparkly. But I feel like this just lets it be so much more open, and you can go so many places with it. I used to really prefer like really keywords, right? And now I have a much greater appreciation for titles like these, because again, it could just go anywhere. Chimes, right? What does that mean to you? Cuckoo clock. What does that mean? Does it have to do with time? Does it have to do with surprise? Does it have to do with maybe nostalgia, right? Did your grandfather have a cuckoo? You know what I mean? Like, you can go so many places. And I love that. I love this crystal. I feel like the little sparkles aren't showing up as much, but there's like all these pretty sparkles in there. Oh my goodness, look at that. These are the cutest demons, though, I gotta say. Love that card. A dinosaur. I love this. This is beautifully, beautifully done. There's something so powerful about this door just kind of floating on its own, you know? And of course, the background is gorgeous. There's my enoki. Etching press. Love that feather. And yeah, certainly. Ooh, fig. I love figs. These are things that a lot of them, maybe even most of them, I've never seen in another deck. You know. And I love that. You know, I think that's super fabulous. Oh, giant tooth. Oh, the ghost is so cute. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Such detail. I love the way the goat is like taking away the frame. It's so cute. And the way for the movement of the wings. The inkwell. Lantern. Lost parrot. I mean, how that's so specific and wonderful. I love this. Mantis. Mantle. Ooh, mites. That's a little creepy. Morning glory. Lovely. Onion. That's interesting. Ostrich. These guys are like my sworn enemies. I don't know what it is. They decided it, not me. Every time I've been to like a zoo or anything that has an ostrich, they try to attack me. It's super weird. And it's the only animal like that. Usually animals love me. So I don't know what's up with that. I love the owl. So I'm trying to move it so you can kind of see, but I feel like it's not coming across as well as I would like. Because in person, it's really obvious and beautiful. Phone call. Pig. Playing cards. Love this. And the plane. How fabulous is that? Again, excuse me, I'm so sorry. The use of this white space, or I guess kind of cream space, right, is so, it's very powerful. Oh, look at that portal. And to have the plane like far away, you know, it really, he's just wonderful. Rooster. Runic dice. So like this too, like, you know, you might pull this and be like, what, a spoon? What am I supposed to get with a spoon? But like, what's in the spoon? Is it medicine? Is it poison? Is it nourishment? What does it feel like right now? I love that. Ooh, stone tablet. Swing set. Really interesting that he's done this swing set in the rain. See, I feel like the thin streaks of don't come across on camera as well as they do in person. Talisman. Tincture. Willow tree. It's one of my favorite trees. I always wanted one. Wisteria. Another beautiful plant. Yesterday's coffee. How super fabulous is that? And then we have one more. It's a question. Question mark. Okay. So, I mean, I could try to ruffle shuffle. Again, it's the same size as the tarot deck, so, you know, we kind of probably know how it's going to go. Well, it actually went better. Mostly. At least partially. But, yeah, again, I'm probably going to just stick to overhand. But let's pull one. We'll read from the book. See if the big book is any different. I feel like it's not going to be, but we'll check. Oh, a chair. Okay. So now, we do get a note from James R Eads. Welcome to the Oracle. What is an oracle? How can this be integrated with the other decks in the Green Glyphs? Do they have a fixed order? Where does the imagery come from? Can they be read with reverse meanings? Beginning exercises. Okay. Oh, wow. This is so cool. When you're somewhat of a creative rut, you can use the Green Glyphs Oracle deck to generate poems or couplets. Take your deck and shuffle it, then start dealing out pairs, going through all 30 pairs and writing down their interpretations. Discard the ones that don't seem to fit, then shuffle around the pairs to make a poem or story. Here's one I did. So we have Broken Glass and Pig, Happy Accident. Inkwell Runic Dice, A Magical Start. Ghost Cat, Quickly Forgetting. Talisman Portal, Receiving Protection. Onion Tincture, Healing Comes from Within. Talks about conducting a reading 3 cards, painting the portrait, Celtic Cross, and then decoding the cards. So in this section, you'll find a page dedicated to each card in the Green Glyphs Oracle. Each card meaning page will include the following: card name, the green glyphs for the card, a few sentences about the card. These are meant to get your imagination going. They place the card in space or time and open up the card to interpretation. We also get a keyword associated with the meaning of the card. Again, open to interpretation. And we get reverse keywords associated with the meaning. So now we have chair. And they are in alphabetical order, so very easy to locate what you want. So, for chair, this is what it says. This chair looks a bit small, but maybe it's just your perspective. Surely if you were underneath the chair, it would look larger. At 1,000 feet above, you wouldn't see the chair at all. The chair teaches a lesson in perspective and reimagining your space. While it may be too tall to sit in now, you once fit quite contentedly. Well, it may be too small. Did I say tall? I'm sorry. And then we have keywords: perspective, stability, craftsmanship, reimagining space. And reversed: unfinished project, lacking perspective, useless advice, missing the point. So now let's just take a quick look to see if there's any difference in here. Oh, the article's at the end, which I could have just checked the table of contents, but you know. Yeah, so it looks like so far I think everything's the same. So let's check chair. Yeah, so this is exactly the same as in the small book. Okay. So let me lay a couple of these out, just so you get an idea of how this might look in a reading. And again, at the end, I'm going to combine all of the decks so you can see. I love that lost parrot. So you can see how they might feel and work together. Oh, this is such a beautiful, beautiful deck. It really, really is. I mean, etching press. When have you ever seen that in an oracle? So fabulous. Okay. Alright, so let me put these away for now. And we'll move on to the next deck. So now let's do Lenormand. And this is 41 cards in an 80-page guidebook. Okay, I'm taking a bit of time, so I apologize. I'm going to try to move through the cards a little faster. So that the video is not too long. But, I mean, we do have 4 decks, so. And the plastic. Okay. Oh my goodness, this plastic does not want to cooperate. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I keep opening it upside down. So pretty. There are many paths that have led you here, and there are many paths that lead away from here. May these cards recall the paths you have traveled. May they illuminate the paths that need guidance. And may they reveal that there are some paths better left unknown. So again, we have another lovely book. to you, sure. Yeah, so the cards are same size. Again, basically same backs. I think the color differences is just my eyes. I don't know. Alright. So again, we're gonna try to move through this a little faster. So this is the Lenormand. And we do have the playing card correspondences. We have the number and the title. And certainly very clear, very easy to tell what card is what. That's interesting. Pretty clouds. Oh, pretty snake. Oh. Oh, I love that bouquet. I notice we're still getting the little symbols, which is so precious. I just adore that. And a child we have in silhouette, so it could be boy, girl, whatever. Love the fox. Bear. Beautiful stars. I love that mountain. The gentleman. I love that. And the lady. Really interesting sun. It looks like the target the targets I use with archery. The same colors, and maybe not the green though. I don't think there's a green, but the yellow, red, blue. I love the fish. And so we have the lady 2, in case you need another lady, and the gentleman 2. Then we have the person. How wonderful is that? So this is very, very inclusive. And then we have the person 2. And albatross. I'm not even going to try to riffle shuffle this, but I will do a quick overhand. Because, the cardstock's same sizes, same. Oh, we'll pick. I guess we pick one and see what the guidebook says. Let's pick this one. Oh, we got the lady. Okay, so so this is number 29. Right? So, you have 28 and 29. And so then you have options, gentleman, person, or lady 2. Here we have the lady, the person 2, the gentleman 2. Represents the querent or someone in the querent's life. This card is spoken about by reading the surrounding cards. So that's wonderful that it gives you these tips. So example combinations: bouquet lady, a beautiful lady; dog lady, a friendly lady; clouds lady, a confused lady; house lady, domestic lady; lady in coffin, woman who has passed; lady in paths, an indecisive person; someone with choices, someone who has many faces. So, I really like that. So then there's this Green Glyphs Game of Hope, based on the original Game of Hope created by Johann Caspar Hechtel, published a year after his death in 1799. It is a large part of why the Lenormand deck is what it is. So it continues. I'm not going to, spoil it, but there's that information. We also have acknowledgements. And let's take a very quick look at the guidebook just to see if there's anything different in here. I don't expect there's going to be, but you never know. Okay, so it does give you a nice background. I'm pretty sure this did too, about how to read with Lenormand if you've never done it. Yeah. So, it talks about reading in pairs, Lenormand poetry, all kinds of great stuff. Reading triplets, chaining and mirroring, reading in a line, and going on. So, either if you bought this separately, or if you bought the set and got the big book, or you just bought the big book, either way you're going to get the same information. I just am going to double check the card, but yeah, so same thing, but this is just so pretty. Okay, I'll lay some of these out so you can see. Oh, good thing this isn't a reading, but just so you get an idea for how these might be in a reading. Okay. Which actually I would personally just do like 3. I probably wouldn't do 4, but it doesn't matter. Just get an idea of how they look together. Okay. Last one, and then we'll combine them. So this is the Green Glyphs runes, and it includes 33 cards, 4 dice, 80-page guidebook. Can I tell you, I found 2 more pairs of scissors, and they're all gone now. I have at least, at least 5 or 6 pairs of scissors. They're all disappeared on me. Alright. Again, super, super pretty. Okay, may the runes guide you through future journeys with grace, compassion, and understanding. May the runes enlighten you on how to be soft in the face of fear and how to go deeper, even when you don't feel brave. And may the runes teach you how to let it all go, not expecting anything to come back. Love that. He's just so wonderful. Oh my goodness. Look, first of all, look at how nice this box is, how everything goes together. super, super fabulous. And these dice look incredible. Wow, there's a nice weight. These are stunning. I mean, they're stunning. They feel absolutely incredible. Listen how can you hear? I can't even tell you. Oh, so nice. They're just so nice. Okay. And again, I'm sure this is going to be the same, same size, but oh, the backs are different. Oh man, see, I'm sorry. You know what? I haven't turned my air on, so it's probably, is it true for all of them? Let's see. Oh yeah. So it helps when you look closely, right? So I love actually that they're so you can still tell what's what. Yeah, but it's not obvious unless you really look at the symbols. That man, so good. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna go through again. I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit because this is taking a while. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce them. We're just gonna flip through. Love him. So I mean, obviously we have the rune up here, and then the word with the rune at the bottom. I love that. Ooh, and that. Oh, wow. Oh, look how pretty that is. I love this. Ooh, and that. Look at how that's perfect, right? Oh, I love this too. Now I'm probably going too fast, but maybe not. You could always slow it down. I'm not even gonna try to ruffle shuffle. Let's just pick one. I'll take a look at the guidebook, and I'll show you the dice a little better. And then we will kind of combine all the decks. Just kind of see how they might look together in a reading. So. Oh, I'm sorry. So this has... I guess I should show you. So we get note from James R Eads. Then we have this whole welcome to runes. and stringing runes together. Right, so it talks about how, how you might read with different combinations. We have Odin's rune, 3 runes, 4 runes, different spreads, 5 runes. Talks about the cards like overall. And then it does separate out like phrase ayat, right? Because that's that first set of 8. So, and then we get into, and these are all structured the same for all the decks, in case you haven't noticed. You probably have. Probably not telling you anything you don't know. But, yeah. So, and they do, at the beginning, show you each of the runes in that section. So this is in Hagel's ayat. So, you can see, like, oh, if my rune's not here, I'm just going to go ahead and skip past all these. So then here's Tyr's ayat. And then again, can skip. And we get into the Anglo-Saxon runes. So now with these, they have them just out. Okay. So this one is, and he tells you how to pronounce them. Yay, thank you. So this is Yer. So it says, Yer is the rune of the archer, or the rune of the bow. Yer is significant because it can represent the deadly qualities of a weapon, but also the craftwork that is needed to create something so intricate. Additionally, it represents skill that comes with operating and aiming the bow. So then we have keywords: focus, skills and knowledge, spot on, craftswork. So then we have Merkstav. It is unclear if Merkstav were implemented with Anglo-Saxon runes, but potential meanings are lacking focus, outside of skill set, dangerous, approach with caution. So, and I am pretty darn sure the big book is gonna, be basically the same, but take a super quick look just to see. Okay, so yeah, so we have welcome to the runes. So we have all that initial information. Let's just say, yeah. So I mean, it's the same. So basically, if you don't want to pay for the pretty book, there are some additional things, though, again, in the beginning, I believe. But I think that might be it. Maybe the mega deck. This part might be unique to this deck, too, though. But basically, for the most part, you're not really gonna miss out on a lot, unless you want, like, if you wanted like just one deck, but you wanted all the information about the other decks, for example, then certainly it would behoove you to get the big book. But so pretty. Okay, So, and then on the die, we have the different, love that, we have the different runes, right? So you can kind of see it better. Right. So now, one more thing, just very, very quickly. Let's combine some of these, or all of these, you know, just to get a feel for how they might be in reading. Okay, so, for example, so, okay, so we have tarot, then we have the oracle, then we have Lenormand, and then the runes. That's just the order, you know, I put them in, doesn't matter. But oh wow, these are fabulous. I love these together. So, you know, let me know. This was, you know, all of his Kickstarters are wildly successful. And certainly they should be, right? So if you backed any or all of these, because you could back, I think, individual decks, you could back the whole set, you could back, you know, you had all these different choices. So if you have any of these or all of these, let me know what you think. And how are you using them? Are you using them together? Are you using just one deck? You know, if you have multiples, or if you don't, let me know what you think. I love this so much more than I even expected. I really, really do. Because I'll tell you, I didn't think the artwork would really, you know, the style, not the artwork, but the style would really do it for me, but it does. I absolutely love it. I mean, mites are gross, but it's still, even the mites are kind of pretty. Yeah, this is just, it's so lovely. I'm really excited to work with these decks. So let me know what you think. And remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you get alerted when I post new videos. And until next time, just be wonderful to yourself. Be really, really wonderful, because you deserve the best, only the best, all the best, and that is my wish for you.